Good morning, world. Last week we talked about signs or reasons that someone may be emotionally unavailable or not ready to begin a relationship. But we know that just being emotionally unavailable, just because you know someone is not emotionally ready, does not mean that they're not going to start a relationship with someone or that someone else is not going to try to start a relationship with them. And that's why today we're talking about 5 things you should know before you get involved and start a relationship with someone who's not emotionally available. One is, are you emotionally ready? Because when you are involved in a relationship with someone who's not emotionally available, there is the great potential that this relationship is going to be lopsided. A lot of times you will feel that you are investing more than they're investing. There will be time where you may feel that you love this person more than they love you, because again, being emotionally unavailable means that they were not ready to be part of this equal shared partnership. So are you emotionally ready to handle loving someone more than they love you? 2, what is it that you want or expect from this person or from the relationship? Because if the person is, again, emotionally unavailable, it is possible that they may not be able to deliver on these things. So you need to understand and know what your expectations are. That way you can kind of figure out, is this something this person or this relationship is going to be able to deliver on? 3, will you become an added burden or a resource for this person? When someone is busy working on something personal, whether it's personal growth and development or some professional, whatever it is that they are working on that makes them unavailable emotionally to you, will you be an added resource? Something that's going to help them get or do that work faster, do that work better, provide additional support, provide additional resources? Or are you going to be in additional responsibility that they have, someone else that they have to care about, someone or something that is taking away from what they were already working on? 4, is your savior syndrome in play? Are you coming into this relationship thinking that you're going to save them from something, that you're going to fix something for them? Because being emotionally unavailable does not necessarily mean that something is broken that you need to come fix or that they need you to save them from something. It often means that the person has some stuff that they need to work on, some stuff that they need to work through. And if you're coming in to save them, you're creating a situation where both of you is likely to get hurt. Because if you're trying to save someone who doesn't need your saving, more than likely they'll be pushing you away and in the process hurting you. And of course, as you try to save them, even though they don't need it, you are getting in the way of their being able to do the work that they are doing. You are getting in the way of them being able to work through whatever situation that they were working through, and you are actually making it worse. So be careful that you're not trying to save someone who doesn't need to be saved and making the situation more difficult than it already is, and of course getting yourself hurt in the process. And finally, how will you know it's time to go? When you come into a relationship that is lopsided, there is probably, or there may become a time when you realize, okay, you are doing more damage than you are doing good. This relationship is more detrimental to the other person or to you than it is beneficial. And at which point do you make the decision? At which point do you realize, okay, I need to step away from this relationship? You need to understand and you need to know what your exit sign is going to be, so that when you get to that point where it becomes necessary for the relationship to end in order to keep it from hurting you or the other person, you need to know what that sign is going to be. So, quick recap. 1, are you emotionally ready? Are you ready to be in a relationship where you love the other person more than they can love you at this time? What is it that you're expecting, or what is it that you want from this relationship or from this person, so that you can know, is this person or relationship going to be able to provide you that? 3, will you become an added resource or an added burden for this person? Are you going to be a help or a hindrance to them? 4, is your savior syndrome in play? Because the person probably doesn't need saving, and if you come in trying to save someone who doesn't need saving, you will probably end up causing both of you to get hurt. And finally, how will you know when it's time to go? Because there may become a time where the relationship is more hurtful to you or the other person or both. And what will be that sign where you know it's time for me to go? It's time for me to step away from this relationship. And that's pretty much it for today. Good morning, world. Have a great day.